here we are at the end of all things, or at least Marvel's What If series. But this was answering the question, what if the Watcher broke his oath? The thing that we've been leading up to, tying up the last episode, bringing in elements from previous episodes as well, all to give us the Guardians of the Multiverse, what I've been saying from almost week one, I think, that we're heading towards. And I'm so glad to have seen it. We have Captain Carter, we have a version of Gamora, we have T'Challa as Star-Lord, we've got Strange Supreme, but also Killmonger. And I love how they brought these characters together with the last human, as far as we're aware, of Natasha Romanoff in the reality where Ultron rose to power and got the Infinity Stones. Having to meet these people and realising that these aren't people I know, but they know a version of me. And I like this idea of these people coming together, not knowing anything about what these versions are, but gelling together, of course with Party Thor as well, bringing a lot of the humour and comic relief. I think, and I feel weird saying this because I love comic relief, I love humour, I think they allowed a little too much of that. I think it was too humorous this episode. After setting up this huge threat last time, after saying this version of Ultron with the Infinity Stones, Infinite Ultron as I termed him, is such a big, awful thing to have to fight, and still having a lot of silly moments, I think it went too far. And like I say, I feel weird saying that. But did I enjoy it? Yes. Because, like with any Marvel property, it was the BBEG boss fight at the end. It was lights and explosions and excitement and spectacle. What we've come to expect. The internal battle with Arnim Zola as well was well done. Not obviously a big flashy thing. I like the fact that they really had the final part of it be that. But then, of course, the twist comes in. This was part of the plan. Zola was going to take over this body, and there was going to be a fight between him and Killmonger, who was trying to become now the wielder of the Infinity Stones, to have the power that he sought for so long. And the fact that this is what the Watcher planned was beautiful. I love the fact that they subverted it. I am not ashamed to say I didn't actually see it coming. Normally I do see a lot of twists coming. It's not a brag at all. It's just a fact. But I didn't see this one, which means that they did very well in setting up. I knew that it was likely that Killmonger would betray them in some form, and I wasn't surprised when he brought the Ultron pieces to him, but I didn't expect the Zola-Killmonger fight, and the fact that this was what was meant to happen, and they were going to be enclosed in a pocket dimension, watched over by Strange Supreme. There is a great moment that I want to discuss before we close out, where Nat's talking to the Watcher and saying, like, we are just stories to you. We're nothing but just tales. We don't matter. We're not real people. We're just things that you enjoy watching. You can't do anything to change this. You can't go in and make all these adjustments to make our lives better. You can't bring my world back. So all you are really is just someone who enjoys our stories without doing anything to improve them. And I don't think I'm wrong in my assessment that this is a bit of a nod to not only us, the fans and people who are literally watchers of this, but the creators. Creators of any dramatic piece, whatever it may form as, are crafting a tale, and they can make any change they want. But some of them feel that the story is better served by going certain directions. So in a way, they're kind of watching how it plays out. Their imagination, their idea of the characters guides what happens to the story. Whereas they could make a really happy, bright tale where nothing bad happens. But they choose to allow suffering. They choose to allow difficult moments because it's more engaging. The actual watchers, the viewers, or the readers, or whatever it may be, will enjoy it a lot more with conflict, with peril, with danger, with anything dramatic and tense. And then, of course, you can have the lulls. But it's a wonderful moment of not only breaking the fourth wall, but taking a sledgehammer and demolishing it. We are being talked to and told that this situation is all our doing. And it made me actually sit up a little higher. I was kind of like, yeah, okay, we've had the big bad fight, whatever. But that moment, I was like, hold on. Okay, this was worth it. These last 9 weeks have been worth it. As difficult as it's been for me on this schedule, this was worth it. I really loved it. And I love the fact that he said, okay, I'm going to put you in a realm where there isn't a widow. This universe has lost its widow. And Nick Fury recognises it. You're not my widow, but you'll do. And yeah, I can't wait for season 2. I love the little sting at the end, finishing off the fight with Batroc. And weird to get Georges St. Pierre to voice his character again. It was nice to hear that. But yeah, these last weeks, like I say, have been a slog. I'm changing direction, as you'll have seen from last week's episode of this and the video following on the Saturday after that. I'm doing what I want to do, and I've got next week's video already planned. It's already recorded way before, so I'm taking a week off recording next week, which is an absolute joy. And I've got a couple of things that will come out during this month, obviously, because it's spooky month and I've got to do certain things. There's a couple of things I really want to cover, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I hope you will too. So thank you very much for joining me on this journey, and I hope you enjoy the new drive that I'm going to get with changing my game plan moving forward. So thank you very much for watching, as always, and until next time, take care.